You're watching the Central Post. This is Samiksha Ajay. Let me guess. Your social media feed today has a story on loop. A Norwegian journalist chasing Prime Minister Narendra Modi and shouting about press freedom. Clips, dunks, counter dunks, opposition leader Rahul Gandhi sharing videos, BJP calling her a foreign agent. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has picked side, even the audience. And almost nobody asked, wait, what actually went wrong? What actually happened? And who's at fault here? Well, it's very clear, but still. Prime Minister Modi just completed a visit to Oslo, first Indian Prime Minister in 47 years to go there. India and Norway signed agreements on green energy, maritime cooperation, seafood trade. Norway's sovereign wealth fund, the largest in the world, has significant investments in India. And these are not small things. But go find one viral post about the same. I'll wait. But it will take time. So let's first talk about what everyone is actually talking about. Norwegian. Hill Ling, forgive me if I pronounce it wrong, Norwegian journalist was at a press event. Modi walked out without taking questions, which, to be clear, is not a Norway-specific habit. The man has not held a solo press conference in India in over a decade. So the pattern is real, the concern is legitimate, and the outrage is valid. But here's what I think. Haley had access. She knew that PM Modi won't answer. She herself tweeted about it, and she still tried. She could have asked him like an uncomfortable type of question, and then Modi will definitely ignore her, and that will be a moment that, oh, PM ignored her question. But what did she ask? Norway is the freest press in the world. She actually shouted as Modi walked out, why don't you take some questions from the freest press in the world? Norway is ranked number 1 on the Press Freedom Index. India is 157. The gap is real and it should bother us. But don't you think that is not a question? That's a tweet delivered out loud in a press room disguised as journalism. I mean, you are like number 1 press in the world, right? You could have asked an uncomfortable question. Here, let me tell you what kind of questions should have impacted on the situation. The Sovereign Wealth Fund has billions in Indian markets. Has Norway raised governance concerns with Modi directly? What is India's position on the war ceasefire given Norway's role in peace negotiations? I mean, those are questions. Uncomfortable, specific, unanswerable without consequence questions. The kind that make politicians sweat regardless of whether they answer or walk away. And Hele had room for that, but she instead chose the rankings, the clout, the tweet instead of that. And that's not what you call journalism. I mean, that's activism, isn't it? I don't think I have to teach her that. She knows it better than me, what she was doing. Then came the MEA briefing. CB George sitting across from her. She asked her question. I'll just leave it there. Sit with that for a moment. What do you think it is? She asked the question. She wanted the Prime Minister to answer her badly, right? She had Indian officials sitting in front of her. She asked her question, but she didn't hear the answer from him. She walked out. That itself tells you a lot, isn't it? Took 7 minutes to cover yoga, zero, chess, COVID vaccines, and G20 before arriving somewhere near the actual point, which is its own kind of failure, isn't it? 5,000 years of civilization history is a fact, is our pride. It's everything, but it has nothing to do with what we are doing now. And Hele kept interrupting him while he answered. Which, look, I interrupt people too when they're dodging, but he was answering. She just didn't want the answer. It tells you something, that she doesn't wanted the answer. She wanted the next clip. She wanted the clout. Then Rahul Gandhi shared the clip. Fair, isn't it? PM accountability is not a partisan issue. Same evening, Hele commented asking Gandhi for an interview. He also didn't reply. And here's what I actually think. A journalist who found a politically useful moment and wrote it, an opposition leader who found a politically useful clip and shared it, a government official who got defensive about a legitimate question and described history instead, and a prime minister who chose that the press is not worth his time. Everyone played their own roles. Everyone played for their crowd. Modi didn't reply. George lectured, Rahul Gandhi shared the clip, and Hele got her viral moment. But the actual story? What happened in Oslo? What did India and Norway agreed upon? What it means for India's foreign policy in Europe now? Are sitting somewhere in the corner, completely untouched, wondering what it did wrong. That's the story for now. Keep watching the Central Post and we'll keep you updated for whatever else comes up.